Hello everyone, this is Wednesday, August the 3rd, 2022, 25 degrees Celsius in downtown Dartmouth at 1 p.m. So I'm downtown on this side of the harbor today. Not sure where we're going to go. We're going to walk around somewhere around Dartmouth and look at some stuff. I'm sure we'll find something interesting before we get done. Well, I think I could make it across here. I got a green light. Just don't have a walk, but I got a green light. Make it halfway anyway. All right, we can make it. So I'm on Portland right at the moment, heading, I guess, kind of north. Yeah, north, I guess. Sometimes things aren't exactly the true north or true south, but it's in that direction. And it really is a nice day out here today. It's kind of a little bit warm, but it's okay. I'd rather have a little bit warm than a little bit cold or a little bit wet. Was clouded over there for a while, but the blue sky is out again now, as you can see. A few clouds here and there, but for the most part, the sun's out. Well, for anyone that hasn't seen any of these videos before, this is the downtown street in Dartmouth. The main street through downtown is Portland, and that's what we're on, Portland. The main street. There's a lot of bars down here and stuff like that, and a few other kinds of stores and shops. Chinese restaurant right there. I've never been in it before, but it's probably good. One day I should go. My wife doesn't like rice and all that stuff, so that's probably why I don't go very often to Asian places. I like them, but my wife doesn't. And isn't it fun going by yourself? The only place I go to get Asian food by myself is like over at Halifax Shopping Center in the food court. That's different. You can go to a food court by yourself, but I don't like to go to a nice restaurant by myself. Kind of loses something if you go by yourself. Well, this is great. There's no wind blowing today. It's like dead, just dead air. There's no wind blowing. It's warm, but I like it when there's no wind blowing because we don't have to worry about that microphone noise. Well, let's see what's going on down here in the big city today. The big city of Dartmouth. How you doing? This is a nice street. It's about the only street over here in downtown Dartmouth. There's other parts of Dartmouth that got things on them, but for this street, there's no other street straight downtown here that's business-like except this street. But there's other parts of Dartmouth that's got business streets. They're just not downtown. I noticed something funny. Everybody's on this side of the street. There's only like one here, one there on the other side. All the people walking are on this side. It must be because it's the sunny side. Maybe that's what it is. Possibly. Pasta restaurant right there.
That's it. She's got a bunch of really old number. So at the end of the day, when everyone's bitching about it, I just want to like, shut up.
Well, what do you think we should do? Still got the street blocked off down here. I don't know if that means anything exciting is going to happen, but it's still blocked. And I hear music playing down there. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go this way for now because I want to avoid that music that's playing. Too bad they got that copyright rule there, but you know, if you're just making a video and something happens to get on your recording, it's one of those things. It's hard to avoid music sometimes. You don't set out to do it, but that's what happens sometimes. I think I got flagged a couple of times for copyright issues. But I try not to do what I'm supposed to do, but sometimes that happens. I just missed the train going by. I always wanted to be on the tracks or down by the tracks when the train went by. I just missed it. Unless it's coming back this way again, but I don't think so. Now this street goes right down to Alderney, which is the street that goes like kind of like along the water. Will take you right. It runs parallel to Portland. Takes you the same direction as Portland. But yeah, it circles around and actually crosses Portland. But it's weird. Up here, they're side by side. Down the other end, they intersect. Actually, it intersects on two spots with Portland. that's what Alderney does. But it runs parallel to Portland too. So it goes around in a loop, and that's how it works. If you keep going up that way, you'll come back around to Portland, and if you go down this way, Portland just kind of intersects with it. Weird, I know. Kind of strange. Maybe I should go across the street if I can get across. Well, we'll push the button and they'll have to let me across. Because the lights will flash and that's what you have to do sometimes. Let's go in there and look out over the harbor from here. And then we'll try for a few other spots. New project going up there. Probably, I heard there's supposed to be another 3 or 4 buildings going up right there. So they're just on one there right now. It's going to be a while, I think. The pace that the bottom takes longer, digging the hole and doing all the stuff you got to do down in there. Anyways, there's Halifax from a distance. From over here on Alderney. What do you say we take this path that's down here? Want to do that? I've got nothing in particular to do. I just wanted to get out of the house, do some walking around, make a video, something you'll enjoy watching. Now this pathway runs right along Alderney, and it'll take you right down to the ferry terminal, just like the road will. Boy, except it's more beautiful down here, because you got all these trees around and stuff, birds flying, and that train track is just down over the hill here from this fence. That's why the fence is up, so you can see the train tracks through there. There's another shot of Halifax across the harbor, out through the fence. Okay, I'm going to let some people go that's behind me, and so I won't be holding them up. And we'll look at these yachts and boats and things out there.
I used to go to
Don't you agree Halifax is a beautiful place? I certainly do. I know a lot of people have moved back here from Ontario in the last few years. We came 4 years ago, but there's so many people came. I met somebody last week that was back here 2 years, and I see Ontario plates all the time here. A few go back, a few used to see a lot of Newfoundland cars here, but not so much now. But lots of Ontario. There's two reasons for that, I figure. Well, like us, I retired up there. So I came back here because it was cheaper to live. Ontario was getting pretty high priced to live, especially if you're retired. I didn't see any way that would be possible. Since I was the main money earner at that time, my wife always had a job, but not super good pay. So I figured we're not going to be able to swing it up in Ontario. It's going to be really rough. So we just moved back here. My last day at work was July 31st. And my first day down here was August the 1st. No, there might be one day in between. I think I left work July 30th. July 30th, 2018. And we were down here August 1st, about 10 a.m. in the morning. So that was us. But there's been a whole lot of people who has moved down here from Ontario. And I think another reason is there's so much traffic up there and so much congestion and everything. You come here, you can get across the city in half an hour. Toronto might take you 3 hours if traffic happens to be a little rough. And so, yeah, it might be that. It could be a lot of different things. Well, our roles turned around when we moved down here. Now my wife is the main money earner, and I contribute something because I get my Canada pension and my senior's check too, so I do contribute, but she is the main earner because she's still working. Yeah, she got a pretty good job. So between the two of us, life is pretty good here. I can't really complain. For money-wise, it's good. And I absolutely love Halifax. It's one of the most beautiful places. Now that looks a little ugly right there right now because they're working on it, but it will be nice when it's done. A lot of things like that, they're working on them, but they will be really nice when they're done. I'm in the ferry terminal park, which I've been in before, but I'm here again. I'm not going to stay here, but I just came in around here. I love looking across at the city. I'm going over there too, but today, I was over there yesterday. Today is my stay on this side the harbor day. Sometimes I do that. I just don't see any point in going over there every day. So I'm on this side of the harbor today. Let's go right down by the water and we'll look across at the city from here. I'll stand in the shade of this tree so I can see my screen a little better. There. Don't see anything coming in from the ocean. I see a ferry crossing there, but there's so many beautiful things here. Even these rocks piled up along the lawn here, they look good. All kinds of things that make this city beautiful. If you've never been to Halifax before, come in July or August, because those are the nice warm months to come. September's nice too. You tend to get a little more rain in September and October than you do in July and August. They're the driest months. And you love living here, I'm telling you. I've never lived anywhere that felt any better than this does. This is absolutely a dream to live in. And the city's not dead. Just look at all these construction places. Standing right here, I can count one down there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's some back over the hill that you can't see, but from here I can count 8 construction cranes, and there's altogether here there's probably another 10 at least around the city that you can't see right here. So there's there's a lot going on. The place isn't dead for sure. There's lots of construction going on, and there's lots of things to do. It's a great place. You know, you can, if you take the bus here, you can get on the ferry and it doesn't even cost you anything. If you come on the bus, you just use your transfer from the bus and jump right on the ferry. On a hot summer day when you're really hot, that's really a nice ride. You can stand outside on the boat while you're going across. Takes about 15 minutes, maybe 13, 14, I don't know, somewhere in that ballpark. So a ferry ride is a really enjoyable thing in the summer here. In the winter, in the colder months, you might want to stay inside. You can go out, but I don't go out after it gets cold. I stay inside the ferry when I go across. But right now, it's good. Good to stand outside. As you can see, some folks are standing outside. It'd be a quiet day right now because not too many's on the boat. Of course, it is Wednesday. A lot of people are working through the week. Not everybody's like me. They got time to just do whatever they want to do. Well, you get a good look at the ferry going across the harbor. McDonald Bridge in the background. And there's a second bridge up there, but I don't think you're going to be able to see it from here. The McKay Bridge is also up another little ways, a little bit more from here. I'd say another kilometer up there probably, something like that. I'm looking at the north end right now. That's the north end of Halifax. And when you go across that bridge, North Street takes you right up through North Street. That when you come off the bridge, you're right on North Street already. Don't have to turn. That takes you right up through the north end. And if you go left, it don't take you too long to get out of the north end. But if you keep going straight, you're still in it. Or if you turn right, you're in the north end. Okay. And we would be the east end, I guess, because we would be the west end. That's what we'd be. And the south end is down there where those cranes are, and that tall, biggest building down there, that's the south end. And then there's a lot of the south end you can't see because it's over the hill there. Excuse me, I'm suffering with the sinus drip down my throat. Sometimes it gets me choking there a little bit. But if that's the worst that happens, it's not too bad. Do you love the water? I do. You like looking out over the ocean? That's always nice too. Sometimes if you go down in Point Pleasant Park, that's a great place to look out over the ocean. And sometimes you can see big ships coming in. Not always, but sometimes. Sometimes they come right up through here, the big container ships. There's another container terminal that's up that way. And then there's the other one down here. So there's two container terminals here. And by the looks of things, it looks like they're planning to expand the one up in the north end because they've been building the land out into the water there for quite some time. And this place here is getting a facelift. That used to be all wood like that over there. And they took all that out and put nice cement in there. And it's going to be cement there. That was wood before too. And I don't know if they're going to do the rest of it or going to leave it like that. I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, it all used to be like that. All right. I love spending time at the ferry terminal. It's one of those nice places. There's a Tim Hortons inside the building, and there's a restaurant as well. I've never eaten at the restaurant, but the Tim Hortons is not a sit-down one. It's a counter, and I don't think they sell food. It's a small Tim Hortons. They sell coffee and tea, hot chocolate, and they sell different things like that. But I don't think they sell food.
Yeah, they were all out before us.
There's a lot of parks here. This is just a small park. There's loads of parks here. There's parks not very far from here. Then there's those little corner parkettes that they have around here there in the city. Yeah, this is a medium-sized park. There's some that are really quite big, and there's some that are like smaller than this. Oh, look at this duck. Hello. I love dogs. We live in an apartment and they don't allow dogs. We got a cat and he's getting old. He's not going to be around too much longer because he is really getting old. He's blind now. He bumps into stuff and his hair's falling out. So it is what it is. I hope if he's going to die soon, I hope he dies before the ground freezes because I really want to bury him properly when he dies. We had him a long time. We had him like 18 years, 19 years, something like that. We got him when he was about a half-grown kitten, and we had him all this time. So I'm hoping he doesn't die in the middle of winter because it's going to be really hard to bury him if he died in the winter. So I always hope it happens in the summer so I can dig a hole for him and bury him properly. Well, what are we going to do now? I've been to many places here. You want to see this love sign made out of flowers? Look at this. I think it looks pretty cool. There we go. I'm looking back up Portland again, but I'm not going to take that route. I'm going to do something else here. So we are on Alderney right now. There's the The library is also part of the ferry terminal. It's built right in there. Remember I was telling you about some corners have like a little parquet in the corner? Well, this is one right here. Very nice. They got a couple of picnic tables and 3 benches. And this is called Joseph Howe Park. And he was a famous person in this city. There's a street named after him. And it just says you don't need a big field to raise a big turnip. I guess referring to this park. So he lived from 1804 to 1873. And this little park is named after him. It's just small, just on the corner here. Goes in one corner and out the other. But it's still a beautiful thing to have right here. Even though it's small, not real big, not much to it, it still helps make the city look great. Oh, that's better. When you get in the shade of the trees. It's gonna be warm. It's quite warm right now. I still gotta make it home yet. I wore my shirt so I wouldn't burn my arms or the back of my neck, things like that in the sun. I did put sunblock on, but still put my shirt on. Probably shouldn't have. But I guess it's not too bad. That building's getting a bit of a work done to it. Those e-bikes are everywhere now. I think they're pretty cool. When I shifted my license over here from Ontario, I had a truck license, but I took it off because when I retired, that meant I'm retired. That didn't mean I'm going back to work sometime. I mean, I retired. So I went in the motor vehicle and I said, take the truck off my license. I kept the air brakes because just in case I rent a truck for something, it's got air brakes on it. So I kept that on my license. And I also have motorcycle on my license because over the course of my lifetime, I've owned, I think the count is 4. I've owned 4 different motorcycles at different times. And so I kept it on there. I don't have a motorcycle right now, but it doesn't cost anything to keep it on there, so I kept it. Like I said, you never know what the future holds. I was talking about that to my wife the other day. And I said, "You ever miss it when we had a motorcycle?" She said, "Yeah, sometimes." I said, "Yeah, me too." But how many hobbies can one person have? I got a house full of band equipment, and I guess I'm gonna have to be content with that because I just intersected across Portland Street again. I know this is a little ragged sidewalk, but I love it. It's bricks, and there's moss growing up through it. Pretty cool. There's beauty everywhere. Everywhere I look, even in these crooked sidewalks, there's beauty in that. There's the CBC team CBC. Well, there's another crooked bit of the sidewalk. One little spot here might need some work. Right there. But still, I love it. To have any bricks in here for a sidewalk is great, beautiful. These are the things that makes a city special. When they would have their way to make things different, so people would have something to look at. A parking lot. So let's see what the rates are. Taxes included. $1.75 for each half hour or less. Not bad. Evenings, there's a flat rate after 3 p.m. Doesn't say how much. Daily maximum is $15 for the whole day. That's not too bad. Not bad, I guess. In a business day, yeah. So it's not bad. If you're going to be like an hour or 2 hours, it's worth driving in there and paying parking. $3 an hour, $1.50 every half hour. So you're $3 an hour. So you're in there a couple hours, only $6. Not too bad. Well, let's go across the street, I guess. We are on the corner of Alderney and Kings Wharf PL Plaza, maybe? Place. Kings Wharf Place, that's probably what it is. Kings Wharf Place. Yeah, that's what this area is called in here where these buildings are, is Kings Wharf. Want to take a look at how the construction is coming along here? Might as well. I keep hoping one day I'll be right here and the train comes down the track. Won't that be great? I could just stand a little off to the side right here and film the train coming from a safe spot. It would look really cool. It never happened yet. Well, we can see they've made some progress here. The hole is been dug for a while, and the bottom pieces are the bottom, the basement part of it is starting to come up. And the back section is already done in the back, and they're on the first level ground floor. And that one crane looks like it'll do the whole job here. It'll reach this and that over there. Oh yeah, this is moving right along. The hole's not super deep, so I can gather from that the building's not going to go super high. Kind of like these ones, I guess. It'll be about like these. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Some of them are 12 stories. So yeah, that's about it. The building we lived in Ontario was 12 stories, and we had underground parking, and it only went down about that far. Yeah, for 12 stories, you don't have to go too deep. But if you're going up like 30 floors, you got to go a whole lot deeper. This building looks like there's a wall built over there, so that's as far as it's going to there, but there could be more. I wouldn't say that was going to be the end of this by any means. The head office is right there in the middle. Now, I don't know if that'll be staying or not. It's hard to say. Who knows, right? Maybe they'll move it over into one of those buildings. Probably something like that. Anyways, that's my little look at this construction job for now. I'm going to go up the walkway. We go on the road all the time. Let's take the trail. At least back as far as Tim Hortons, at least. Take the trail that far. This trail, right here. There we go. I know I've been over these trails before, but Halifax is not a huge city. So if you're going to make videos all the time, you have to go over the places you've been before. Just kind of mix them in with other things and do the best you can, because not a huge city here. I've made videos on everything here, just about. I might have missed something. But I keep looking for new things. But downtown is not super big. There's just showing the old cable system that was here to get stuff from that pond up to we're down here, the Dartmouth Cove. That is the other end that goes up that way. The sign is pictured like this, but it's end for end. All right, so this is the waterway that they used to bring it's a canal, let's see, and then the track went, well, if you're over by Sullivan's Pond, you can see this track, and that thing right there, you can see that over there. I used to bring freight up from Dartmouth Cove, which is this little cove right here, and it brings freight up all the way up through there to Sullivan's Pond, which is up that way. And that's the little waterway that's right here. All right. All right. Just looking over at some of these boats. They look like a small tugboat. Could be, but they got bumpers around it. Looks like a small tugboat.
Team East would be Atlantic. Team West would be.
So let's continue on our merry way, and we'll eventually get back to where we're going to end this video. But not yet. We're having so much fun out here, we're going to stay at it, okay? I try to make my videos approximately 1 hour. Sometimes I come up a little short, which is okay. And sometimes I go over. I don't like to go too much over because I don't think anybody would want to watch my videos any longer than that. But I think they like not too short. So I go for about an hour-long video. I was watching a video on YouTube this morning and the whole thing lasted about 5 minutes. I go, what was that? That wasn't even worth making that. A 5-minute video, yeah, imagine. I'm going to walk down the street since I got a couple of people here coming and I don't feel like disturbing them, and so I'll just walk down the street.
Okay.
Hard to believe it was 2 years ago. Just about this time, 2 years ago, when I started making videos. So I'll be starting my 3rd year now. I think I got my gimbal in July 2 years ago. My first gimbal. 2 years ago. So here I am, still at it. Still at it, still making videos, and I love doing it. It's not a chore at all. Some days I don't make a video. I don't go out every day. I try to make about three a week is my goal. I usually do 3 a week. I have to do other things too. If I was single and all by myself, I could go out and make videos 7 days a week, but I got to remember my family and can't put all my energies into one thing. Let's go this way. I always go up that way when I come through here, but let's go this way for a change. When we came out of Tim Hortons, that's the building we walked by, but we're from the front end of it. This road is going to bring me right out, right straight across the road from Tim Hortons parking lot. Which is where I'm going to end this video. Not sure how long it is. I didn't time it, but I can't see my screen that good in the dark here. The screen was black when the sun's shining on it. And it's very hard to read it. Yet when I'm in the shade, a dark place, it's kind of more bright, and I can read those numbers because they're tiny, small numbers. They're very hard to read, so it is what it is. I can't really read them in this kind of light when the sun's shining on my screen. I didn't turn it off from the beginning to now, so I'm going to see if I can tell how long it is. Pull into the shady spot here and see if I can read it. Yes, 52 minutes and 25 seconds. By the time I get over here to the sidewalk, I'll be close, just about right on with my hour, which is great, because that's what I aim for, an hour. It felt like about an hour, so it's 52, maybe 55 minutes by the time I get over here. Little different angle. Downtown is that way. And if I go any more this way, going like I do going towards home, I'm not downtown anymore. If I get out on the Portland and turn right, I'm heading towards Cold Harbor. That's the direction it's in. If I turn left, I'm going downtown. That's about the end of downtown right here. So once I turn right, I'm starting up over the hill, and I'm no longer downtown. I should take the sidewalk because I want to cross over. I'm going to end it on this side, and then I'm going to walk over there after. Did I miss the train again? Sounds like a train. I wouldn't have time to get down there, not likely now. Another time. My video's long enough now anyway. I will get that one day. I'll be standing in the right spot. All right, here we are on Portland. I'll just point it that way and in my video. Okay? If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I'd love it if you just push subscribe and become another subscriber. I just hit 800 this week. So we keep chipping away at it. We'll get there. And if you are a subscriber, I'd like to say thanks for becoming a subscriber. And stick around. Don't have to unsubscribe or anything. Even if you don't watch all the videos, and over time you get really used to it. But anyways, with that, I say hope you have a really nice day. It's a great weekend, great week. It was a good weekend. Now we're in the middle of the week. Hopefully we'll get another good weekend. And Take care, be safe, and until next time, have a great day. Bye for now.